on WAP. Entered in. Here is the link to share, y'all. Oh, not that one, this one. Let me copy it. Copy link. Paste. There we go. Share it up, y'all. Share it up, baby. All right, I need to go live on here. Go live. All right, we should be live everywhere. Make sure we're good to go. I am screen sharing here. Good morning, Donnie. Call it a put. Golden Code, Henry, Rebel John, Rowe, Vans, Wolf, XSJX, Yardwap. Who is that? T ... Whoever that is. Not sure why I can't see it. Oh, I have streamer mode enabled. That's why. Tennessee Realty, man. I actually want to buy a house there. Hit me up. Like I'm looking to buy. I'm guessing that's what you mean by realty, man. Hit me up, Tennessee Realty, man. I am looking to buy an investment property. All right, let's go here. Let me make sure we're good to go. I got a screen share on StreamYard. I am not screen sharing there yet. Share the screen, entire screen. There we go, baby. Miyaski 1722. Good morning. All right, we should be good to go everywhere now. Cuckoo. All right, let's get started. Let's make some money. Let's make some damn money. Just a little FYI, I am supposed to get a delivery between 9:30 my time and 12:30 my time. I'm guessing it's not going to be at 9:30, which that would be an hour from now, not now. But so I am waiting on a possible text. For people in Discord, you'll be good. I won't end the stream. I'll just mute for a couple minutes. But for the people on other platforms, I might end the stream kind of quick. I will apologize if that ends up happening. I think we're good. Other than that, let's make some money. Yesterday's price action was blah is an understatement. Wasn't the greatest, not my favorite. It was just kind of subtle overall, not too fun. We are trying to pop back this morning. I got the 15-minute on. Well, I do now. So this is what we're watching here. Little cup and handle action. I'm not a big pattern trader. I think patterns are just showing you the underlying price action that we actually give a shit about. We care about the numbers more than the patterns. The patterns are just a representation of the numbers behind them. But because a lot of people think, oh, I see this pattern, so they automatically assume it means it's bullish. It's not bullish till it breaks the neck. So we really want to see that 30,074, which is about 200 points from where we're at now. So nothing too exciting. We do have 250 points, but that would kind of be a target area this morning, for sure. So we're definitely going to watch that. Let's identify some target areas before we even get started. So target. We'll lock this. So we got key target areas, these highs here, obviously these highs here, and then yesterday's London highs, which I know you guys, if you know me, you know I don't give a shit about pre-market levels because there's no volume behind them, guys. I talk about this every stream, and I'm going to continue to talk about it. We as retail traders made those levels matter. That's why there is actual price action at those levels nowadays. It is definitely not because of volume. But you guys know that. I tell you it every day. So it's just the same thing, different day. But let's get started here. So those are a couple, three target areas I'm personally looking at. Yesterday's high a day is obviously a key trigger point. Definitely interested in that. And we'll go from there. Unlock that. Get rid of that one. Okay. So that's kind of really what I'm looking at is this 29,900 flat, which was yesterday's market hour highs, not the 24-hour highs, but market New York session highs. So that is kind of the key level we're looking at. Also, we have this nice symmetrical wedge. We're coiling and we're looking for an expansion out of this retraction here. So we're going to watch for an expansion here at those possible levels. And at that point, I would probably look for an entry kind of at the 4 o'clock highs, 4 a.m. highs, 29,863, kind of for a scalp entry. And then at that point, this would be, so this would be kind of scalp target one or safer entry. So kind of that's what we're looking at there. And then this is kind of our scalp entry. So this is high risk entry right here. This is really kind of you're jumping in full born, not really waiting because really yesterday's high a day is your safest quote unquote entry. And it's only about 38 points between the two. So it's nothing crazy. But for, strictly scalping purposes, these would be kind of what we're looking at. And then look for that pre-market high little hiccup. And then the 29,900 is really what we'd be looking at bull side. Also, we would look at kind of the same here. Possible rejections at these areas before confirmation. But if we did get any sort of meaningful rejection, this would be our rejection bear entry. For the scalps, of course. So, I mean, if we were to come up to these pre-market high levels or yesterday's high a day, and we do hit that kind of heavy rejection off that would be where we would look for our bear scalp entry. And then obviously down through, these areas here as targets all the way through. And then vice versa, pullbacks into here. And then obviously into this area here, bounces would be great call entries and rejections would be great short entries. So this is kind of what we're playing with here. Let me draw through all these zones. And I think you guys at this point understand that bounces at these key levels as well could be opposite type entries overall. But really what we're looking for, all this, we've got this kind of hyper inflated 100-point range from our 717 to our 863. So we've got this 150 points here that really is indecision. And our risk off traders are traders that like to see kind of a lot of confirmation. We definitely would want to not take anything within this box. This is our risk box for today. We really would want to see below those 720s or above those 860s to take any sort of meaningful entries that are quote unquote a little bit less risky. Now, overall, we are getting to an area here where, of course, we do have wicks. But I'm really kind of focused on this box here as our little double top with these higher lows that we have confirmed here as well as here. So we're really kind of looking for that. And obviously we talked about this cup and handle, but more than that, we're looking for these double tops, triple tops with higher lows breaking into that expansion to new highs. That's really what I'm looking at overall. And until we lose way down here, we are technically in that pattern overall. But that's of course 600 points or so from where we're at now. So we're definitely taking our time, those type of things overall. And we will wait and see how, if we want to play it out, how we will play that out. All right. So anyway, that's what I'm looking at kind of overall on NQ. We have to stay bull bias until we have a reason not to be. That's just the reality of it. Even days like yesterday where it was really a bearish pattern overall. Technically yesterday was a bearish pattern that didn't break. We've got these three lower highs, boom, 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 with the triple bottom. Technically a bear pattern. Yes, we did get that breakdown here, which was kind of a money shot entry. That was a beautiful scalp entry for a good 60, 65 points or so. But it didn't continue on. The bulls picked it up. And that is very substantial that we overnight with low volume had the bulls pick this up, because this is usually a very bearish pattern overall with these lower highs. And it didn't play out. So we're definitely paying attention to that as well. The way we saw bulls just kind of really pick that up with ease, but it was overnight. So we want to see that same kind of bullish energy as the market opens. Overall, mostly flat. We'll get more into the big name tickers as the market opens, but very, very relatively flat overall. Tesla, Apple, MU's up a couple percent. Google, Microsoft, they're all within under 0.5%. So very muted movement overall. Not really any gaps we need to fill upside or downside. So we're just kind of waiting and seeing here how it plays out. But again, I just want to reiterate what I'm looking at in particular here with NQ is kind of what we can do with that break of 29,900 or the loss of the 29,700. This 180 points in between definitely could go one way or another. As far as trades, that means, so as far as trades, we're really looking for the rejection shorts off the top here, or the breakthrough, obviously we talked about, or the opposite of down in this area here, the bounces with support pickup. And then within that, it is a decently large area, being that it's 140 points or so, but within that, you could take trades. 140 points is plenty of a price action overall, but like within this box, really within the middle point of this box, this is chop that's going to kill you. It's choosing to volunteer to take trades within this box without either a test of the top of our box or lower end of our box is really set up to kind of really cut you up overall. I want to lower this a little bit more. I want it barely green. There we go. So yeah, and then as far as, let's see what else we got going on. I got the 15-minute up here. We do have a gap, upside gap here. And that's really it overall. Anything to note? So that would be an area I would look for the bounce even right now. So I'm kind of looking at that as well. There we go. All right. So we can actually watch that in real time and see if we take a meaningful, if we start to pull down to this level, see if we take any sort of a meaningful bounce on the 15-minute off this level here, will be definitely interesting as well. So we'll keep that up as a possible play. But for now, it's just this little wedge we're sitting in on the 15-minute and much ado about nothing. I mean, we're not close enough to our 29.863 for those rejection shorts. And we are kind of way too close to the top of this gap for any sort of shorts now, and no confirmation for any sort of longs. So I will want to see us pull back into the top of this channel and go from there. So yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. So that's kind of what I'm looking at here. I mean, in other micro trades, a little break at 834, play up to 863 for you scalpers is another possible bull entry I would look at. But as far as like our market open plays, I'm looking for the pullbacks into our box or the break with the hold of our 29.863 and take those plays into our 886, 29,900, yesterday's high, yesterday's New York session high, and then 29,956 and 992. That's our ultimate target areas we are looking at. What time is it? 8 to 17. Okay, so we are actually taking that bounce right off our neutral yellow line here. That was a nice bounce. I would have loved to see us pull back into more 29,800, not 29,812. Need a little more pullback for entry for me to feel like this is a substantial trade worth actually taking. And I'm going to delete these lines because we could clearly see it. We don't need lines to understand. We want to break these higher lows on the small time frames. We can clearly see that. I don't need lines on every single one of those. All right, let's check a couple of our futures trades as well. I mean, options trades as well. And we'll go from there. Oh. So again, just to reiterate what we're looking at on here, specifically on NQ, we're really looking for our longs at the break and hold at 29,900 is our safe entry. Scalp entries at 29,863, and then target one at our 29,900, and then break on from there. Obviously, at the rejections of these points, we could take the opposite. That's what this arrow means here, and what this one would mean down here if we were to bounce down off this into this gap and then break, or best case scenario, bounce down into these lows at 717, play down from loss of the fair value gap, shoot this all the way down through, and then switch to the longs down at that 717. And then shorts at market open would be the loss of 29,800 and play it down through the 29,774. And then from there, just continue on down throughout. There's target one. And then split that zone for a kind of a bear side target two in here. There we go. All right. So that's what we're looking at. And the only entry points I like are off these straight lines, even on the bounces. We wouldn't take any entries on any of the dotted lines, just these solid lines, the bottom of the gap, and then turn it into an IFVG or down at that 717. I'm not looking to take longs off the bounce of 29,749. It's simply a trim, and I'm not looking to take shorts at the pre-market high rejection. I would take the shorts at that rejection of our 29,886 and then the break of the 29,863 for the short. So I just want to be kind of clear about some of that. It looks like a lot of lines, but it's not, I promise. It's just kind of targets throughout. Let's switch this to four squeens here, and let's pull up some of the charts I want to watch. On video, we'll pull up. We'll keep Tesla up, and let's check Apple first, and we'll expand out from there. Because Palantir's been a good one. And a few others. So we really want just really quick, short story. I mean, long story short, that 309.50 is key. Want that break in that hold here. All right. As far as upside, and then plays into just these tops. I mean, obviously, final boss is 315, so that would be target 2. All right. And then just splitting that for a target 1, 312.50 or so. But that is a key level here, those lows from Friday. It's definitely interesting for me. We don't want this to be a bear flag break. We'll wait and see, though. And then as far as shorts go, 305.14. Lots of these areas here. I don't care about pre-market wicks. I care about yesterday's low at day. We will watch how it plays out there. We would need loss with confirmation over just a simple trade. We don't want to trade into yesterday's low a day. We want that confirmation loss of low a day there, and then play down into these 2 levels. So that's what I'm looking at on Apple particularly. I do think Apple could break either way. Yesterday at market close, I thought Apple was gearing up for a nice push back up. We will see if that's the case or not. Don't love that it is trying to flip below Friday's lows. So we'll see how that plays out. From there. All right. So NVIDIA had a sell day yesterday, but is curling up all of pre-market. To be expected, profit taking does happen. People love to abandon ship on longer term swings, things like that on one red day. And for me, those are add days, not sell days. But that's neither here nor there. All right. So we could get a nice nice trade on NVIDIA. We will see. I'm going to put a fibs and identify our midpoint of yesterday's range. So there's yesterday's high to low. All right. And then, yeah, we're right at the 618 here, and that's where we're hitting a little bit of rejection. So that would be our call entry. Would be pretty much at break a hold in 618. And we'll even pull it up to our wick high of 221.65. We'll watch for it because that would be our secondary break of the 618 of yesterday's range. High to lows. No, of course, I'm not counting pre-market. Come on, guys. And then past that, continuation targets up through 224 are a decent setup here. And then from there, not really worried about day trade targets from 6 months ago. There's no key ones I'm really hyper focused on. These are pre-market levels. Maybe like the 225.80 here. But even that isn't a true confluence. These are not volume shelves. They're nothingness. What we have on daily is all we really care about, and that's up at 232. And go from there. The rest really does not matter as to our primary purpose of today. So we've got those short-term targets, 221.70. We're looking at on NVIDIA, which is also this kind of that bounce from Friday as well. It's not Friday lows, but it was a key bounce level. into this 222.20 or so. I mean, break of that, we should really start to rip. And then we've got another target area at this high a day. And yeah, we'll play it from there. Not interested in shorts on the video, so I'm not going to chart for shorts because I think yesterday's sell-off turns into a very prime opportune buy level. What do we got? 826. All right, let's do Tesla. Tesla had a nice pre-market. It's given up a little bit now, not too much though. We'll see what happens. Put on the 5-minute here. And this is what we're focused on. We're focused on the break of our 333.68. That's really the key that we're focused on. We can take trades off of yesterday's high a day, 332.20 or so, and then take targets at the 333.68. And the break of that, I expect to be incredibly bullish. Does that mean we can't have downside and selling here? No, it does not. I am interested to see what would happen down towards not 328. That's only 1% down from where we're at now. I would really look at yesterday's low a day down at this 326. Anything below that range, you can take the little kind of tighter range short at this little level of confluence here. And play it down to yesterday's low a day, but I'm going to put that line right here as yellow, a neutral line. But yeah, we're really kind of looking at that break of our 333.73 is key. That 332 break into that 332.17. All right, we have a couple minutes till market open. Let's get these all prepped on the 1 minute. And if we are above kind of those entry areas, we'll look to see how the opening bell plays out. I don't know if I'm interested in day trading Apple. I got to be honest. Let me look at Microsoft. Microsoft had a nice melt up yesterday. Perfect pullback into yesterday's high a day. And a nice range to play into. If we do take that bounce there, we shall see. So let's watch that as well with this is just a yellow, and then 507 call entry. All right, here we go. And we'll see if that can hold. And then as far as bearish on Microsoft, I mean loss of 500 flat is really kind of what I'm looking at. All right, let's get ready to rumble. Let's put this all on the 1 minutes. And I'm going to pull up NVIDIA as my ready to buys. Who's excited to make some money? I'm ready to make some freaking money. How about you guys? We had so much chop yesterday. We do have CPI, PPI week. So some of it's to be expected. Tezzy is already ripping into our levels, our key levels we are talking about here, which is last week's highs right here. So we might get the actual break in entry on that instead. Let's see if we get pullback on these, and we'll go from there. That's the 618 breach of yesterday's range on NVIDIA. And then Microsoft 506.94 is our highs from pre-market. And this yellow line is highs from Friday. Let's get ready to rumble. Let's get some pullback first to be expected. Ding ding dong, ring a ding 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 dong. Market open, baby. Let's go. All right. I'm insta trimming all the Tesla I alerted. All right. Here we go. It did open about 25% on the August, 20% on the September, and obviously we've sold off a little from there, which is fine. Let's watch these levels and get ready to go. So our NQ short, for all you madmen who like playing the insta sell, the 29,800 flat, you got about 28 points instantly off that. And that was target one right off the bat. Again, I give the levels. Sometimes I take the play right off the bat, but I give you the no matter what entry levels. And the short was the 29, the loss of the fair value gap right here. This is boxed up. And the loss of the 29,800 flat was the short. I would instantly trail it down, set stops, and be ready to go on that instantly. That is about 50 points on that. I'm watching NVIDIA for possible calls. And I'm good to go from there. All right. So NVIDIA, we're watching at 618. And then our entry, Tesla was about 28% and 20% on the September and August. Not there anymore. Or Tesla, excuse me. All right. And we watch and we wait and we wait and we watch. Because I am not taking an entry yet. Apple had a nice open candle. I kind of deviated off of Apple. Maybe I need to pull it back up because the Microsoft isn't looking too interesting to me at the moment. So let me look at Apple because I liked Apple's open candle. So let's do Apple instead. Because it showed range, the first candle. That's what I want to see. All right. That's about 61 points on the NQ short. Again, trail it. I would give no more than 20, 25 points trail on that. And full disclosure, I did not take that short, but I did give the entries at market open. Our circle is back to green for all y'all that freaked out yesterday. All right, so that is our Tesla 332, which is our trigger for calls. I will let you know if and when I fill. And NVIDIA sitting right boxed in the 0.5618 of yesterday's range. Tesla, I need that candle close above our 332.50 or so before I would be interested. And about 65 points on the NQ short. I would move your stop loss down to 29,772 on finals. I really don't want to see Tesla tumble. I think Tesla is primed for a break. Hit about 74 points on the NQ short. Again, NVIDIA at the 0.5, trying to kind of play out. Again, we do have PPI, CPI this week, so we can't expect some chop into the week. But again, we are going to take the trades as they come. All right, so there is our candle open above our 332 on Tesla. 340s for me. Let's see how this plays out. 92 points on the NQ short. NVIDIA, I'm not interested in shorts on NVIDIA until around that 218.60. All right, there's 100 points, NQ short. Trail that stop down to the 29.749, which is about a 50-point trail. I have not taken anything yet, guys. Nothing. It's 115 points, NQ short. And again, we weren't even in the short till 29.800 flat. That was our short entry. We just wait and see here. If we start to sell, that's okay. We'll watch for our short targets on some of these. And if we do start to sell, I immediately will watch Apple for longs for calls. Just an FYI. And also just an FYI, if we get a candle close above our 0.5, 220.50 or so, I will take calls at that point on NVIDIA. But we could continue to tumble. We shall see. I'm playing it safe today, guys. I'm taking my time. Zero chasing for me today. 114 points on the NQ short. Again, I'm ready for calls at 220.50 on NVIDIA. And we will see from there. Tesla's at closing print from yesterday. Well, about 10 cents below it. All right, so this is the key area we would watch for the bounce. I'm getting rid of a bunch of these target areas on NQ. We don't need all the clutter. But this is, we cleared liquidity of pre-market low, and after hours yesterday is 29.666. And like I said, my best case scenario, I would love to breach 29.700 and then start breaking up from there. We'll see if that happens or not. Jury's out, but that 29.766 key level, and this was after hours. So remember, we are still that box that I talked about. We are down at the lower end of it, and we will see if we continue to move down or not. I can't take a long just above or short just above this area here. So we're going to wait, and we're going to see from here. Again, a lot of my short entries, we are kind of on the cusp of looking where they're at. But we'll see. We will see. Let me pull up my... All right. All right. So again, this 29.664 key level. That's what I'm watching to see how we play off of that, if we come down to that. Or if we get that break back above 29.700 or 29.717, excuse me. Those are kind of the two main levels I'm watching to decide what we would make a play on from there. 220.40 is my NVIDIA bull entry. I actually like the way it has held up. I like the way Tesla has held up as well. I got to be honest. So, all right. So 29.700 entries, instantly 33 points on the NQ, and you instantly trail that with a stop because it could be absolutely a bull trap entry here. So we instantly trail that with, I would give it a 15-point trailing stop, 29,715. Because we want to make sure that we don't instantly get sucker punched back down on those scalps. All right, I've got these 340s queued for Tesla. And NVIDIA is getting very close to our entry as well. We could shoot right back down, so we definitely want confirmation here. That was about 41 points on NQ. I would trail to 720 here. I wouldn't give it more than 20 points. And we want a midpoint on a NVIDIA candle, a break candle on NVIDIA. So I really want to see us hold 221. All right, and that will be the NVIDIA confirmation candle. And again, these are 1 DTE, so they do have a little more give to them. $60 points NQ. I would trail that up to like 30, 730. Right at these key levels. Right at these key levels. I'm ready to pounce on both NVIDIA and Tesla. I will let you know the second I feel something. All right, so that's the midpoint of our break candle on NVIDIA. If we so much as snuffed 220.50, I'm filling. I've got them pulled up ready to go. I actually like Tesla better than NVIDIA right here. Small Tesla fill. I've taken a small position Tesla fill. I think I'm cheating entry a little bit. And I expect to take a trim at the 333.80. I'm in at 106 on the 340s. And again, these aren't A+ setups, guys. All right, any trailing stop should be hit on NQ here. And then NVIDIA is holding our 220.50 for that possible entry as well. Well, it's testing our 220.50, I should say. And please do not, Lance, I'm talking to you, do not try to take. Unless you feel incredibly confident in your ability to do so. I'm insta-cutting the Tesla. Nope. 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 I don't care if it rips all the way back up. I'll take my 8% loss. I don't care. I don't trust it. Key level didn't hold. My setup broke down. We can rebuy at 332.50 again, or 332.20, and I'm okay with doing that. Not when we see NQ actually absolutely shit on down to clear the liquidity, the main liquidity I wanted to see. No freaking way. Sorry, guys. I take 8% haircuts all day long, and I have no problem doing that. I will re-enter Tesla at our level. I still don't trust it. Original position green, and I still don't trust it. It's tough here, guys. Yesterday was so damn choppy that today I'm going to be playing incredibly tight. Re-entry, no problem with it either. I have no problem taking the 8% haircuts and then rebuying. All right. So NQ now has cleared the key level that I wanted to see the liquidity clear out of. And now we need to see how it responds here. And then let's also, I'm getting rid of a bunch of these targets that do not matter anymore. This one doesn't matter. This one doesn't matter. This one doesn't matter. And this one doesn't matter. This can be gone as well. And then let's put some fibs on this cell. Nibity back at her level. What you gonna do, boo? All right. I really don't care about a 15-minute inverse gap up there. And then this is the only level I actually do care about. And then right here as well, I care about. I'll pull this down. There we go. Those are our levels of importance. All right, is the Tesla reentry game strong here? It's going to be the back-to-back jack. Apple falling wedge. All right, come on. All right, trimming the reentry here, 35%. Take risk off. Green overall. Haircut okay. And I'm gonna set my stop very, very tight on this. I really want that push through the 333.80. I won't let this go red. So $1.04. We out. And I'm probably playing this a little too tight, and I know that. Probably shouldn't have cut the first one with the 8% loss, and I probably shouldn't set the stop one at break even at the $1.04. I should probably let this kind of play out, especially because it is a 1 DTE, and Tesla's looking like a bullish outlier overall. I absolutely know that is probably me being in my head. And I got to shake out members losing too. Like Lance yesterday, like in the chat, you guys know, in voice, I was like depressed about that shit. Like I got to shake that out of my head when I'm alerting plays. I can't alert plays for one person because I don't think they can handle scalping or making an own decision, or a new member, whatever it might be. I have to consciously push that stuff out of my head constantly. And that's not just yesterday, that's overall. And KT knows exactly what I'm talking about. We have to push that out of our heads sometimes because it can definitely affect our trading. All right, so 29,684 is the 0.25 of NQ. And NVIDIA's starting to lean to the bear side, but I'm not going to take puts just above the 0.25 of yesterday's range. So we're going to wait and see. And Tesla is looking pretty decent. We'll see here. Up about 25% here. Really just want to see it push through. We could end up chopping, though. We do have PPI, CPI. It really hasn't created a choppy market the last few months at all. But it could, considering we're kind of looming on a possible rate hike on the other end of him. Yeah. Correct, KT. I couldn't agree more. You can't. And like day trading to like, I have to make money to pay my bills to day trade or this or that. Man, I couldn't imagine carrying that as like into zero DTE trading. There's no way. There's no way. It's different once you're at a level where, yeah, day trading is your job, but you're also swing trading. You're also have a regimented system in place. It's not like an account where every single day you're exposing yourself to blowing your account. Much different. Much different. Apple off this little falling wedge is looking a little tasty here, guys. We're not getting any sort of Tesla follow through. Unfortunately. I do feel like as soon as we give up on playing these pop pullbacks, it'll get the pop. I do feel strongly that way on Tesla today. But that 331.80, very important level. Did we clear highs? Yeah, we did. Okay. That changes things. I like that. So this is the confirmation test because we did clear out the 333.73. So that kind of changes things for me, as a matter of fact. Interesting. Okay. So this is confirmation. This is not impulse break. This is confirmation break. That changes things tremendously on this trade. We like a whole lot more now. Because we've already ripped through it once. There is no liquidity sitting up there. We like this. We like it a lot. About 30% there. I'm sorry. Tesla. Yeah, Tesla. Sitting about 30% here. I'm talking about this high right here. That 333.73. We broke that this morning, so there's no liquidity left. So I like it a lot better for the secondary break of Friday's highs. There's no order sitting up there for a door slam. It should break through really easily if it does. Hit about 34% there. I do kinda not. Nah, yeah. I mean, I don't see the volume I want to see. I'm watching it. There's no volume with this break. So I'm personally not choosing to take it. Could it break? Absolutely. We have absolutely no volume coming in with it though. That's what I don't like. There's 40%. There's 43% Tesla. I'm down to 8. That's why I stopped trade. That's why you guys haven't seen me trading lunch at all. Even E-Trades, you haven't seen putting out hardly anything at lunch. That tells you something. When E-Trades isn't trading lunch a lot. There we go. 52% Tesla. I'm down to 5, guys. I'm down to 5 out of 40. Perfect example of we take a little haircut loss, we get back in at the key level, and it works out. Can't give up on trades just because the first stab at it doesn't go. And I shouldn't have even sold it and rebought, honestly. I was playing a little tighter because I'm letting people get in my head, and that's just being hyper transparent about it. 52%. I cannot trade according to other people's trading capabilities. I just wipe out every DM I get from you guys, every conversation. I have to just literally wipe that out of my head when I trade, or you guys will not get good alerts from me. I'm just going to be brutally honest. Back at the midpoint on NQ, obviously, I didn't call that out, but I'm guessing some of you did just one candle ago take the back test of the 0.25 at the 29,684 and play that right on through the 0.5 for 52 points or so. Again, I have 5 Tesla runners left here. $1.04 to $1.60. I literally called out my fill when I rebought, Wolf. Sorry. Yep. And then my second one at 104. That was my first trade. My second trade was at 104. Yeah. There's 70% there. And I mean, I didn't stop talking about it the entire time, every single minute. I mean, I don't know what to say at that point, guys. There's absolutely nothing more I can do. %78 on Tesla. I'm down to 3. There's a reason we were hyper focused on one chart and one chart only this morning. NQ is back to the 0.5618. All right, so back. Oh. I have 3 left out of 40 on Tesla, and I'm literally going to let those go to break even. I don't believe Tesla's done for. I do believe we'll get second chance entries for those who did not take a play. And I don't know. Past that, I suggest some of you start trading Friday contracts instead of even one DTE. You know, if you feel like damned if you do, damned if you don't, I mean, we got to take a look at that, because today I didn't absorb any drawback. I literally cut it 7%. It didn't even hit more than, I think, 15% down. It was one red candle, and then literally called out, bought right back in, called it out, told you when I filled, rebuy, and can't do more than that, guys. And the only reason I even cut that is because I got in my own head about people taking losses on day trades. So I cannot carry that with me. We have everything right there for you guys to be successful traders. Education, do's and don'ts, constant analysis on live trading. If it was easy, everybody would be rich and the stock market would crumble because everybody would buy only one direction. That's just the reality of it. There's a reason 80-90% of traders fail and 95% of zero DTE traders fail. 98%. Because you ain't an honeycomb and trading with emotion. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. What a liquidity, guys. What a liquidity clear on NQ too. Like first 20 minutes today, I went over these levels and we identified straight up key level at 29,666. And I said, the best long we could get today is if we pull back to 29,766, clear this liquidity, and then rip from 29,700 up. And that's exactly what we did. Not once, but twice. First time we didn't clear the liquidity. So at that point, when we get that close, I talk about this all the time in the Discord. When we get this close to liquidity and don't clear it, I expect it's going to have to come clear that liquidity before we can continue on. And sure enough, we got a couple candles, nice 100 points, pop there, or 80 points, whatever it was, pulled back, and then cleared out that liquidity we were looking for. And even if you waited to take the trade till yesterday's low a day, you're up 42 points here. And that was our safe, kind of really super safe chaser entry. And you're up 40 points. %75, sitting right around 75% on these Teslas. I have 3 left. Yeah, and a lot of you should have probably stayed in the original Tesla. It's not like it pulled back heavy, guys. It was like a 15% pullback. It was nothing. Usually on these zero DTEs, I've got a 30-40% built-in, range on pullback expected. Tesla was one candle. And I even said I'm probably trading it way too tight here, but I'm a little bit in my head today, so I'm taking these small haircut losses and I'll just re-enter. So like I love crazy like that you openly said I held it. Stay with your trading plan for the love of God, guys. Almost 90% here, 88%, $1.04 to $1.94. I mean, if you look at Apple, you look at Meta, you look at Nvidia, you look at Amazon, you look at Nvidia, you look at Microsoft, good companies, go back up. Everybody's calling end of the world 2 weeks ago and missed out on monster moves on a lot of stocks. We played it on Nvidia, we played it on Tesla because I'm not going to alert 9 different tickers at the same time, but same theory, just different tickers. Like you can't, I don't know. You got to have a little bit of conviction on good setups. Nvidia's trying to get up towards that 0.5 again. We'll see how it plays out. Tesla's just continuing on, and yeah, and Apple has done pretty much nothing. It's just very very choppy in that area. Kind of what I was talking about. No volume came in. Could it pop? Absolutely. It hasn't yet though. It might. So Tesla next. I'm really kind of looking at 336.85 or so, which is right here. And then we get to the high of our gap fill day, our gap down day, which is approximately 342. Then things get really interesting when we get into the gap. There's a reason we have January 2027 Tesla on alert and in our portfolios in the Discord. All right, so those are the two next two levels here on Tesla that I'm personally watching. As far as swing trading goes, I should probably check on the swing I alerted yesterday. See if it's back up over 20%. Yep. 35% on the January, 35% on the August, 22%. All right, let's trim our swing as well on Tesla, guys, that I alerted yesterday. We're 35% on the August, 25% on the September, and we want to take some risk off here. Yeah, and our January 2027, which we have from the last Tesla alert, not yesterday's, is up about 35%. All right. Let's see what we do from here. Very choppy. So yeah, 337.77, 341.98. We get into the gap around that 342 up through 370. A lot of opportunity to make some money on Tesla if we can get the play out I'm watching for. So put it this way. I have one DTE Tesla. I have 821 Tesla. I have 918 or 17, whatever it is, Tesla. And I have January 2027 Tesla. And NVIDIA is getting very close to our entry point. I'm queuing some NVIDIA. Oh, how about our circle? How about our circle? Who was panicked about circle yesterday? Who cannot handle 1 day of red on a swing trade? Go ahead, raise your hand. I was panicked because sometimes the only messages I get is, what are we doing about this swing? And I don't get anything when it's 9 green trades in a row. But I get the message when it's red. $60 on our September circle, 28% on our January circle. Did circle just go parabolic today? Did we have to absorb one whole day of red before it ripped? Is that what happened? Or is my profitability lying to me? I don't know. Sorry. I'm hyped to see that trade where it is. I'm freaking hyped. So I've sold half No, you know what? You know what? I'm selling more than half. I sold 2/3 of my September. %60. It's bouncing around, pretty volatile, actually. I just watched it go 52% to 70%, down to 60%, down to 51. Like it is, so it is a little bit of a spread on it, but I'm going to sell some of that. Silence in the chat. Everybody sold it, huh? On that one red day. And I don't think we went more than 10% red. 20%. I'm not sure. Let me see here. Circle. Stop lovers get on the word. I think we're down like 20%. Nothing big at all. I know that. And these same people will hold a 0 DTE down 70%. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. What a freaking day on Circle. Who doubted it? Who doubted it? A low 64.50. Stop loss was 63 to 64. We did not hit stops. Just wanted to show you guys right on the chart there. Not a single emoji on it. Y'all abandoned ship on my ass. One kind of red day. Anyway, let's get back to day trading because that's all that matters. Thanks for that heart. Who just put a heart on that trade? E-Trades. E-Trades, I was about to give you a free prop account. Because everybody is haters up in here. Everybody. Insane to me. Insane. Only comments I get is, what are we doing with this red trade? That's it. Like I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's heartbreaking. It makes me sad. Like, y'all heard me. I was spinning out in the chat yesterday during lunch. Like, we had one red swing out of last like 8. One. Well, I guess 2, because that apple that I didn't take, because I literally forgot about when I said I'll take it on the pullback and I didn't buy it. So I guess that was a loss too, technically. But like one red swing, it's like I am a human being, guys. It's never going to be perfect. It's never, ever going to be perfect, guys. Please, 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 please give me a little break. There was way over 100% just hit on that Tesla, by the way. $4 to 212. June 2027 is nice. Hey, 20% with a year left is nothing to sneeze at. I'm only up 27% on the and I'm up 6 months closer to expiration. I'm up 26%. And you two are McBug and DGN. You guys are always showing me love. You two are like, I just think that most people are. That was 100% hit on the video or on Tesla, by the way. I have 2 left just for shits and giggles. Yeah, you guys buy the shit. Like, you guys are the least of my. It's the people that constantly lose swing trade or day trading, and they say they don't have big enough accounts for swings. Yet they will use half their account on day trades. It's backwards to me. No, but yesterday was a rough day for me, guys. Emotionally in my trading, it was rough. because I hold myself to an expectation that I better have a 98% win rate and my minimum profits better be 90%. And anything below that is just unacceptable. 306.69 on Apple is a key level. Definitely watch that. But the circle, I mean, it's up like 8% today. What was it up today? I don't even know. 8.8%. Who was it that asked about? I want to tag him today. I appreciate that. Better Call Saul. I appreciate that. And it wasn't even like it pulled back. It was like a 0.5% red. It was like not even, it's very minimal pullback. Anyway, okay. Hey, we hit another home run on the swings. My picker ain't broke. Sorry that we didn't buy it yesterday and we bought it the day before. Sorry, guys. I apologize. Kathy Wiley stayed in. Let's go. Love it. Sorry, everybody gets to hear me on Hinge on YouTube and X today. I'm just unhinged in Discord. I literally unhinged yesterday. It's been a stressful couple weeks. In life too. I mean, I think it's all catching up to me. The shit with my house, the amount of money out of pocket that it's costing me. Just everything. Like finding out I got this extensive, foundation damage that they're trying to play around with me and not pay. Just a lot, guys. $28,000 worth of yard cleanup. Just I am stretched to my limits at the moment, for sure. And I think I just, I just hit my max. Yeah, right, McBug? Like, I better not have one single day of pullback on the swing. I really hope you guys didn't panic sell something that pulled back minimally. Yeah, the Septembers are broken. The volatility is broken. We just pulled back like 1.5 points, and now they're saying up 78%. They were up 60% 5 minutes ago. They broken as AF. It's okay. No complaints. Tesla's just chilling. 35% on our September or August. 22% on our September. Circle's just chilling. Love it. Love it. That circle, though. I'm going to actually end the stream on X and all the socials because I'm expecting a delivery. And I don't want to have to shut it down last second. And I want to hang out with my Discord people and give some exclusive stuff you guys don't get because you want to be cheap and get free only. I will give away one 30-day membership to someone. DM me on X at Anna_Jamma, and I will give someone free 30 days in Discord. DM me the word circle. Bye, everybody on the socials. We will see you soon.